is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I have a design team project for Color Rush Studio using the June kits. And I am also playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, round 21. And today's sketch is from Amanda Leckie. And I'm actually going to turn this into a double page. I just had so many photos, and I thought this was a great sketch to kind of incorporate all those photos. So we got 2 of these plaid and star papers. So I am going to use those, and I cut a 3-inch strip off of each side, and then I'm piecing it back together using the branding strip. That was how I decided I was going to hold the pieces together, and it seems to work good. So I am going to start with the right hand side, which would actually flip the sketch that you see up there. And my photos are much bigger, and I'm not going to put them into a like Polaroid look to it. But I am going to kind of put them wonkily on the layout. So this is the Bell in Hand Tavern, and it's the oldest, I want to say it's the oldest bar. Yes, America's oldest continuing running establishment from 1795. So yeah. So we went and they weren't open yet. So we ended up coming back, and we ended up having lunch there. So there's a picture of Lucas in front of the tavern, a proclamation of the Bell's journey, oldest tavern in the United States, some information about it. I love taking pictures of that so I can have it to read later. And honestly, that kind of takes care of the majority of the journaling, right? So I did back all of my photos and just a piece of white cardstock from my stash, nothing exciting. And I am so in love with the acrylic kit this month, and I love this word epic and that it's wood veneer inside. It's just so cool. So I'm going to put my title in the center, and I am going to kind of extend it. So the first part of my title says epic, so that's going to go in the middle. And then I thought the greatest of all times banner was perfect to put at the top of the picture of the tavern. There is a couple of other pictures of the tavern that'll go on the other side as well. And then my clam chowder is there. Yummy, yummy. So good. And so I've kind of got the basis of the layout based on the sketch, right? So now I'm going to work on the other side, and I'm going to get 5 photos on this side. So we've got a selfie of us at lunch. We have kind of a long look from, I guess it's really the back of the building. And then I have a picture of the sign, and then more like the front of the building, and then a cute little cheers with my husband and son in the middle. So I'm kind of doing the photos in the same as the sketch there. And then I'm going to add the word adventure as the continuation of my title. So the whole title for this is Epic Adventure. Makes sense, right? And I used one of the cut apart tags. I'm going to make a little journaling spot on the side of the picture with my yummy clam chowder. I used the wood veneer frame to kind of highlight my son, only because he was the only one that it fit in. So I was like, yeah, that works. Underneath that is another cut apart piece that says make it happen. And then I put one of the arrows with the wood veneer down in the bottom. And then I'm going to look in the embellishments and see what I've got. So I think I'm going to start with that camera. I'm going to put that up at the top. I pulled out a few things to go on the side of the beer, which I had an amber. It was delicious. I think the boys had Guinness, but so it's like a piece of old handwriting. We've got a ticket and then two banners. One says low key awesome, which I thought was perfect. I did add these stars from my stash that I got separately in the shop. And so I'm going to use 2 of those. I was thinking of 3, but I couldn't find another place for the third. So I'm just going to get 2 of them. And then I'm going to add a couple of stars from the sticker sheet as well as an arrow. Oh, and then that cork piece underneath my husband, it says in my dad era. And you know, this is a new era of parenting for us, having adult children. So that's kind of fun. But I thought that was perfect. So I went ahead and put that there because, you know, that picture was him and his son. Well, I guess it's our son. However you want to look at it. And I will add some black and white polka dot frazzle to my tag. I'm not sure if I do that on screen or not. Amazingly, I think this is probably the fastest 2-page layout that I have ever done. And I don't know if it's because the pictures take up so much real estate. There's not really a ton of embellishing to be had, but I really like how it turned out. And like I said, I had a lot of pictures, so I think it's great. So here are a couple of close-ups and then the final layout all together. So I will have the playlist for 30 Days of Sketches as well as Color Rush Studio, the shop down, so you can get your hands on these amazing kits. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you need some one-offs like those stars, you can use my code 10Crystal and that will save you 10%. And then that is going to do it for me today. So I have a couple of close-ups. Well, I have probably more close-ups than normal because it's 2 pages. So you can just kind of see all of the fun things. So that's going to do it for me today. Remember to wear your crown and we'll see you next time. Bye.